Okay. Wait, shit. I don't. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. I. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, because I deleted it. Never mind. Stop. That's so stupid. Anyway. Hello. Okay. Hello. Okay. Hello. Oh my god. Shit. Wait. Ba. I'm just gonna put this in a different. There you go. Okay. Yippee, yippee. Okay, let's try to play. You know, I've been playing this game since like, I don't know. I actually don't remember. But when I was in Spain and I had nothing else. I think it was the end of my semester. I was done with my exams and I had nothing to do. So, and I was broke, so I couldn't travel. So I was just, you know what? I'm gonna get into visual novels. And it's one of my favorite visual novel games of all fucking time. And I'm pretty new to the community, but these were one of the games I was like, wow, this is fucking like hands down absolutely amazing. So I've already played this game, but there's a new update, so I want to be updated. Yeah, I only have the time right now, so I'm enjoying the time that I'm enjoying the time that I have to be able to play this game. So yes, yes, I am over 18. Yes, yes. Oh, it's already creepy from the start. That's interesting. Ambience volume. Okay, let's fix some stuff first. Okay, I don't remember. Let's make it for the full, for the full, ano. I wait, actually, wag. Because my friends might message me. Anyway, let's start. It's been a while since I last played this game. Okay, I have to enable the streamer mode, unfortunately. So, my name is Cole. Yeah, I am. That's. You know what? I'm just gonna use she. I use any pronouns, but I'm just gonna. Wait. There. Okay. Uy. La. Hey, I've played. You know, he doesn't remember me. I literally. So the four Ananda's. Another news, the remains of yet another body has been pulled out from Lake Blue Moss, making a total of four unidentifiable victims this past year. Authorities believe that. The fuck? Stifling a groan with the rim of my coffee cup, I fish around for the remote lodged between the cushions and turn off the TV. I wasn't about to let some morbid headline damper the start of my cheerful morning. And I have a call time of 5 a.m. No, wait, 6 a.m. tomorrow, so this is so relatable. Especially considering how today was going to be my first day at work after finally getting that hard-earned promotion. Oh, slay! I mean, sure, stacking and sorting through books at a library might not have been my dream job or even my first choice of places to work after moving back. But the pay was nice. My coworkers were friendly and the building was located within the perfect walking distance from my apartment. That is the dream! Hands down, that is the fucking dream. I would want that too. There was even this adorable little bakery along the way that served the best shortcakes and croissants known to mankind, and the manager there always loved to hand out small freebies whenever I stopped by. It still beats living in the city though. Honestly, I wasn't even sure why I left my hometown in the first place. Real. The fast-paced hustle and bustle lifestyle of the city just wasn't what I was longing for. Whenever I stared out my window on sleepless nights, and the people there were always rude and indignant. That's so true, especially now that I'm in like the city. I'm not working, but I'm studying, and it's like it just makes you want to choke yourself to death. It was nothing like Cortland Bay, where everyone felt like a close-knit family and the air smelled like the sea rather than pollution. Ooh, she's a sea girl. Oh, she's so me. And sure, the local crime rate might be getting out of hand as of late, and there might be fewer things for me to do here. Oh, oh, questionable. But my new job keeps me busy, and I prefer spending time alone at the beach over visiting shady bars with people I barely considered friends. In fact, setting my mug onto the table, I reach into my pocket and pull out my phone. A notification from Moth, my own online friend, pops up, so I tap on the screen to read their message. What greets me is an adorable sticker of some anime character giving a thumbs up, as well as a short message that says, "Good luck today" underneath. Moth had always been adamant about showing their endless support for me, even after 5 years of friendship, curse memes, and late-night video calls. Aww, wait, I'm missing my internet friends. I haven't talked to them in a while. And even though I would never admit it out loud, I was truly grateful to have someone like them in my life. Aww, so cute. Pulling up the keyboard, I begin to type a response to their message. I would send back another sticker, because that is a love language in itself. By the way, completely forgot. Not like completely forgot, but I haven't remembered like parts of this game. It's been a while since I played this game. So, yeah. So I'm just going to answer how I would answer as a person. I would send back another sticker. When did I download that pack of anime stickers? Not that I was about to complain or anything. After all, they were free, charming, and included some of my favorite comfort characters. Regal. Is Bakugo there, bro? Is Scaramouche there? Wait, we're talking about anime. Genshin is not anime. Without hesitating, I sent back a sticker of some green-haired protagonist holding up a giant heart. It's fucking Deku. It's Deku, I tell you. A gray chat bubble pops up just as I hit the send button, indicating that Moth was typing out another message. By the way, did you see the latest AOG episode? I heard Haruko got an outfit change. AOG? Attack on Giants? Attack on Girls? Spoil it for me. Did he really change his hairstyle as well? Or was it really just his sorcerer outfit? Attack on Okay, maybe I didn't forget everything. What the fuck? As Moth like to call it, is a popular anime series that we recently became obsessed with, and Haruko is one of the main characters from the show. He's a sorcerer known for his shy and air-headed demeanor, and as of late, his hairstyle had become a trending topic within the community. Shy and air-headed? So medyo, Now that I thought about it, what hairstyle did Haruko have in the latest episode? I like a mid-length. Reminds me of my boyfriend. Yes, a mid-length. Oh, so it's still relatively the same length then. Phew! Hell yeah. Must have been looking at fake news or something. By the way, I don't mean to change the subject, but did you say last night that you were gonna head to work at 8 a.m.? Cause it's like almost 9:30 where you are now, right now. Oh shit. Right? Or am I just dumb and got the time zones mixed up again, lol? Then a string of curses and leap to my feet. Crap! Grabbing the coat that I had carelessly strewn across the back of the sofa earlier, I quickly shrugged it on before making a beeline towards the front door. Beeline? What a term! Before I leave, however, I spare myself one final glance in the poorly hung mirror in the hallway. Hopefully the outfit I chose was appropriate for my job. If this was me, and I'm working in a library and not in corporate, I would definitely wear something cutesy. Exactly! That... Hell yeah, that is so me. Can't go wrong with a bit of pastel, bows, and frills. Hell yeah, that's my style, girl. That is my style. Wait. Okay. My friend's calling me. Okay. My friend's gonna come over. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Ooh! Hello! Hello! Wait. Can I do this? I can share my screen naman, no?
Go lang. Vibes. You're just a streamer.
Yeah! I'm also streaming on the other side. So,
But
it's streaming right now. Okay. So, a little bit of context. Right now, I am Cole. I am working in a library. Yes. I'm working in a library and then I came back from the city.
Mm-hmm.
And then literally your first headline was along the lines of mataas yung crime rate sa sa hometown ko ngayon. I mean, in this game.
Oh, that's great.
I know, right? Pero, she loves it here. Like, well, me, I love it back at home kasi nga, it's more tight-knit, like the community, and then my apartment is literally like a walking distance to my job. So, yun. And then, I just talked with my online friend, and then we were talking about our favorite character from the game Attack on Giants. And then, from there, tawag dito, ayun, na-remind niya ako na, oh my god, I have work and shit. So, I have to go back to work. Wait lang, let me fix the...
Vibes.
Ayan, so I can hear you better.
Go.
Okay, let's go. So now I just chose my outfit. And my outfit is cutesy.
Oh, that's very you.
I know, right? Exactly. I've played this game before, pero I kind of
You.
forgot some things or parts of this game. So I'm just choosing according to how I would choose in real life.
Vibes. Okay.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with a bit of pastel bows and frills. Wow.
And that's so you, bro. It's
Yeah.
cinema roll.
Real.
Okay.
Giving myself a small spin in the mirror, I admire how the soft fabric and patterns flow around me. Oh, stop. That's so real.
Okay.
But enough of
You and
that.
your big mirror.
I know. It's a Cavite. Shit. That's so real.
Ay, nako.
But enough of that. I can check myself out another time. Hastily, I smooth out the wrinkles and pick off any stray pieces of lint from my sleeves before I finally head out the front door. And almost catch my
That's so
coat
unnecessary.
on the door handle in the process. Yun! Galing. Tain na, galing. With a grumble, I tug at the fabric of my coat before slamming the door shut with a little bit too much force than necessary. Even trying to insert my key came with a bit of a struggle. Galit. Galit yarn.
Kagaling.
And I had to fight the urge to yell in frustration as I attempted to lock my door. Seriously.
Ngayon na nga, nagdadabog na nga siya.
Boogsh, boogsh. Seriously, when will that lazy bum of a landlord do something about this? Uy. My god, not my landlord. I swear I've complained about this at least 4 times this month. Oh. Oh. By Violet. Oh, hey there, Cowl. Looking good.
Violet.
Violet.
Okay.
She seems like that. Alam mo yung high pitch na boses. Gana.
Oh, hey there.
Oh, hey there. My neighbor Violet practically beams at me while she fishes through her pockets for her own apartment key. Resting on her hip was yet another potted plant, and I found myself wondering where she was going to put it this time. Ay, plantita pala to eh.
Ayun tayo. Pandemic tita tayo.
Same. I was almost entirely convinced that her whole apartment had been turned into a greenhouse at this point, considering how her balcony was practically filled to the brim with different kinds of plants, greenery, and other various kinds of flora. Wow. But I wasn't about to complain or anything. The fragrance that wafted in with the wind always smelled floral and earthy, and it did well to mask the smell of smoke and burnt food whenever I tried. Hoy! Marunong ako magluto! What is this? What is this supposed to mean?
Shut up.
I know how to cook. This is ano? Fake news. I know how to cook. What the frick? Hey, your outfit is just my style. You look so cute.
Bye. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
You'll have to let me peek inside your closet someday. I've been looking for some new inspiration lately. Especially with winter right around the corner. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Oh, but back to you. Whoa, what's this? What does this mean? Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah.
Okay.
You have like, I think merong ano to. Like you get to see where your friends are, and then the colors
Mystic
dictate some. Oh, stop! Back in my day.
Back in my day, we had Mystic Messenger.
Okay. Her voice pulls me away from my thoughts, and I notice how the growing smile on her face doesn't seem to falter. Wow. Violet sure was extra chirpy this morning. I wonder if she'd let me borrow some of that energy. In response, I shoot my neighbor a grin of my own. It was apparently enough to brighten her mood even more than it was already. Ay, crush niya ba ako? Ah!
Uy, bading.
Bading Violet. Bading.
Sabi ni, girl, Violet pa lang. Yung pangalan pa lang.
Yun nga eh. Violet kasi.
It's
It's Viot. Violet.
Brother, okay.
Actually, I am in a rush.
Hard to get. I'm in a rush.
Yeah, I have work. I am a workaholic, so I have to. That's okay. Don't let me stop you. She gives me a soft smile and waves her free hand before focusing her attention back on her door. That is until she suddenly jolts as if she just remembered something and swivels on her heels to look at me once more. Oh, I almost forgot. I've been meaning to ask you this, but why were you going to tell me that you were seeing someone? Huh?
But nga, she likes you, bro.
Bruh, that's crazy. Huh? A knowing look pulls at her feet. I know, right? A knowing look pulls at her features as Violet continues to fiddle with the lock on her door. What are you talking about?
See, she likes you.
Come on, don't act like you didn't just have a guy over last night. Oh!
Oh, never mind.
Oh!
Marites lang pala.
Shit. I saw him leaving when I took Kathy out for a walk. Shit. What this is giving.
No, you have a stalker.
Shit, man. It's giving me when I was spit. What? Joke lang.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Shocks. Okay.
Well.
I'd be more worried about my neighbor taking her plants. Name plans out on a walk at night, but the thought of someone leaving my apartment seemed to set off way more alarm bells. She's taking her
You have a
plants.
stalker.
Oh. She's taking her plants out for a walk. The
Oh.
fuck? You would think it was a
I don't
cat or
think-
a dog.
But I don't think it's normal anymore.
No one's normal
She
in
needs
this
some help.
game, bruh.
she needs some help.
I know, right? I give Violet a concerned look and she picks up on it almost immediately.
You don't remember? Don't tell me you were drunk or something.
Lo, ba't ka galit? With a huff, she gives up on trying to unlock her door. It seems as though we both share the same problem with our apartment locks, and places her potted plant on the ground before slowly making her way towards me.
Tall guy? Wearing a dark slasher hoodie? Really into alternative fashion with a crazy amount of belts and loops wrapped around his leg?
Oh my god, where are you?
Why does she remember? Do you like the guy?
I know. Oh my, I'm so confused.
Ano mas gusto mo pa eh?
Why is he describing my boyfriend, bro? What the fuck is this?
Oh! Ay.
I swear to God, I keep on forgetting. Oh, holy shit, what is this? This is crazy.
Ring any bells?
No. Last
No.
night I was just catching up on some TV shows and talking with my friend. No one came here. Even if they did, I would have heard them. My place isn't really that big anyway.
Really?
Is this like a thriller?
Yeah. I wasn't able to give you a number, but you'll see later.
Kulang. Okay, I love this. It's giving Yandere Simulator.
Yes, exactly.
Really? But I was so sure it was your door.
A hand rests on her cheek in a thinking manner before she pouts up at me, seemingly giving in. For now. Lo, pa bebe.
Well, alright then. Maybe it was somebody else's apartment? I mean, it's always so dark in these hallways at night. Honestly, what is our landlord doing? Would you mind if I check in with security downstairs later? It gave me some peace of mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright then. Thank you, Cole. Whoop! I got some plastic water and
Plot
some
twist, she's
MMOs
first.
to raid in. So,
Kidding.
tangina. MMOs to raid.
What? What?
Good girl gone bad pala to eh.
Bye.
Violet lets out one last huff before she picks up her plant. What did she name this one again? And goes back to unlocking her door.
Good talk, I guess. Even if it was kinda awkward. Hee hee.
Michael Jackson pala to eh. Yeah, sure. See you later, Oh, diba? Vayot!
What?
Vayot!
Bading, bading, bading. Bading, bading, bading. Bading.
Slipping past my neighbor and into the cramped hallway, I quickly make for the stairs. When will they fix that broken elevator and break into a slight jog? Real. Thankfully, the water was rather cool today, and the shoes I chose weren't going to leave me with blisters by the time I reached the library. Sana all. Me tomorrow. The smell of old paper, coffee, and soft
Really cold time,
incense floods my senses as I step through the library's glass doors. The melodic chimes alert the woman at the reception desk of my arrival, and I watch as she tucks a strand of stray blonde hair behind her ear as she turns around to greet me. Good morning, Eleanor. Oh shit! What do I give?
Eleanor.
What voice do I give her, bruh?
I think she's the type to give
What?
a... Yeah, ganyan. Ganyan.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Okay.
She looks surprised for some reason before her expression morphs into a soft smile, and she beckons me closer with an "I love her fit." Slay. It's Sabrina Carpenter,
Real.
bro. Eleanor is
Oh,
one of
that's
my.
Oh, that's true.
Diba? Eleanor is one of my co-workers here at Courland Bay Library and one of the very few people here who actually gets the work done. Help! Pabigat pa rin kahit sa trabaho. And although she's notorious for
Tayo.
being rather scatterbrained, she more than makes up for it with her caring and doting attitude towards everyone. but her nurturing personality can get rather overbearing at times, and I often find myself having to step away to get some breathing room. She's mother. Nevertheless, she's charming to work with, and I appreciate her always looking out for me. After all, who knows what my sleeping schedule would have looked like without her help. Ugh, real.
Oh.
Cool. Just on time. I printed out your... Wait, where did I...
Her expression turns into a slight panic as she spins on her heels, and I silently watch with amusement as she shuffles through the various books and stacks of papers lining her desk.
Where did I leave it? Ah, here it is.
Spinning around once more, Eleanor comes back and hands me a sheet of paper with the word schedule printed in big bold letters. I
Okay,
take
girl.
it from her grasp
Said workaholic.
and give the sheet a once over. Well, it looks like I'm going to be busy for the next few weeks, but I guess Eleanor doesn't seem to share the same disdain as me, judging from the playful look plastered on her face.
So, how does it feel to no longer be the one in charge of stacking books all day long? Although, you'll still have to work the front desk from time to time though, unfortunately.
I offer a weak smile at her words before rounding the corner and placing my... Rounding the corner?
How do you round the corner?
Kaya nga corner eh. Wala.
Ah, umikot siya sa corner.
Oh, parang, alam mo yun, corners ng mundo. Eh, bilog nga yung mundo eh. The English language,
Is-
bro. Piloso po. I'm placing my bag under the desk. And as I begin to pull out some of my belongings, the front door chimes again, letting everyone know that another patron has come in. Figuring Eleanor has it all covered, I leave the customer to her as I go back to preparing everything for the day. But as I turn around to check on her, I noticed that she had already finished greeting the customer and was on her way back to her own desk across from mine. As if sensing my gaze, she spins around in her office chair and flashes me a teasing grin.
Looks like he's back again.
Eleanor gives a soft chuckle as she inclines her head in the direction of the person she was talking about.
You know, that new guy. I don't know when he started showing up here in the Bay, but he always comes in and runs out the books you recommend on the display window.
Uy.
And if I didn't know any better, I'd say he has a little crush on you.
Are you sure?
Especially with that outfit you got on, it makes you look rather beautiful. So I can't really fault him for staring.
Lou!
Oh?
Lou.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Why you staring, bro? Why you staring?
Because he was staring.
Oh, you had to clarify. Okay.
A lot.
Okay. Snorting, I push Eleanor's office chair so that she's facing the other way and focus my attention back to the papers in front of me. What was with everyone today? Always smiling, gossiping about other people, and meddling in business that wasn't their own. It was bad enough that I had to deal with a potential intruder, but I doubt my deadbeat landlord was going to do anything about it. I might need to buy a stronger lock on my way home from work. Maybe even some kind of alarm system. But would the store still be open by then? All of a sudden, I get pulled backwards as Eleanor playfully wheels my chair around and leans over my shoulder to softly speak into my ear.
Would you look at that? Lover boy in aisle 8 needs some help, it seems.
Bakit? She nods in the direction of the red light flashing above the bookshelves, signaling to the staff that someone in that row needed assistance. With a sigh, I reluctantly stand up and make my way over. I already knew for a fact that Eleanor wasn't going to go help them herself, so I begrudgingly begin to make my way towards aisle 8 alone. I knew better than to glance back at her, though, knowing fully well that my teasing coworker would be sporting the biggest grin on her face at my misfortune. Okay, who is this lover boy? Ducking around the corner into the aisle, I was immediately met with a broad backside. And that was
Whoa.
covered by what had to be the comfiest looking cardigan I'd ever seen. The person whom it belonged to, however, hadn't seemed to notice me yet, so I awkwardly clear my throat and absent-mindedly shift my weight from one foot to the other.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
hello. I cannot voice this guy. Cannot.
Ako na.
Oh, sige. Sige.
Oh.
What the What the fuck? I'm crying. Nakakainis. Wait, wait. Wait.
Wait, continue, please.
Okay. He seems to jump at the sudden noise before sheepishly turning around to face me. Immediately, I was taken aback by his soft demeanor, doe-like eyes, and imposing height. Imposing!
Yan tayo.
Imposing!
Doon tayo nadadali.
Yeah.
Doon tayo nadadali, everyone.
Hell yeah. Imposing. Ay,
Why does
sorry.
he look like he has like freaking...
What?
He looks like he has a tattoo or something.
He does, no?
Ano ka,
Like-
cheetah?
Like his neck.
Cheetah ka, girl.
And even his nails. Like, it's, it's colored
Girl, it's
black.
giving furry.
Hello? What the frick? No, I kinda get. I think it's this part of the hair.
I think yeah, it
Para
is the hair also.
Para siyang may para siyang may ears, ganun.
Yeah.
He's kinda cute. He's kinda cute.
Okay.
I mean, technically,
Sure.
he's kinda like my type kasi soft boy, ganun. Yeah. So this was the guy who always rented out my recommended books on the display window, huh? He definitely fit the
Mm,
aesthetic of a
yeah.
cozy literature lover needing a good... Yes! Performative! Performative!
Oh.
Nasaan na yung matcha mo? Where's your matcha?
Ay, stop it.
Where's your
Stop
matcha
it.
and Jane Austen book? And your tote bag?
No! Do not insult my matcha. It's not performative. What matcha?
Stop, bro. I can't. Okay. His pink hair also reminds me of Haruko, an anime character I had recently been obsessing over with Moth during our late night video calls. In fact, even the
Oh?
overall cut and style appeared vaguely similar to his. Oh my god. This is so like me when I manifest Scaramouche in my life. So true, man. So
It's you
true.
when you can't move on from that type also.
Exactly. Fucking exactly. I keep on attracting that type. Anyway. Then again, this hairstyle could have been trending right now or something. And I just so happened to be the last to know about it. But now that I really had a good look at him, which proved difficult considering his towering height. Oh, his towering height? Nadali tayo sa height eh. This
Kahit
stranger...
talaga eh, masyado matangkad eh.
Right. This stranger also seemed to bear a near picture perfect resemblance to the male lead from
Oh.
this webcomic I was Jesus.
Look,
If I
nilulong
meet
po.
a Scaramouche in real life, I would have run.
Oh, that's true.
Run towards him. Joke.
Uy!
Nakakainis. My goodness.
Shit! Nakakainis talaga kay Kailan.
It was called Always With You and involved the main character meeting the love of her life at a... Oh. Hello? As if noticing my spaced out look, the stranger absent-mindedly scratches at his jaw while he waits for me to snap out of my thoughts. In fact, I had been so distracted that I didn't even realize that he had been muttering quietly to himself. Doesn't it... Oh, ikaw na yan, ikaw na yan, ikaw na yan.
I wasn't expecting you to show up soon.
The fuck? Shit.
Parang di bagay.
Yun nga eh, nakakainis eh. Bruh.
Point. Anyway, go. Ay, siya. Sorry. I hope I'm not bothering you. I was just looking for a
His voice pulls me back to the present, and I hastily try to make sense of what was spilling from his cherry-tinted lips. Whoa! Whoa! Kiko Milano ba
Ano
yan?
ka? Wait. Bading!
Oh
Isa pang bading.
It's the
Isa
hair.
pang bading.
It's the hair. It's the
I
pink
swear,
and
it's
blue.
the comfy, and then the hair, and then the nails.
I fear he is
Like,
bisexual.
You're not. I fear he is queer.
He is probably queer. More or less. Watching him struggle with his words would have made anyone feel bad, so I offer him a reassuring smile in return and an encouraging nod of my head.
Ano yung
At-
reassuring, charot?
At that, he takes a steady inhale of air before trying again.
I need some help. I'm looking for a specific book, you see, but
And now he's playing with the end of his sleeve. Stop! Soft boy core. Sabi ko sa'yo, performative male eh. Kulang na lang talaga
swear.
may ano diyan eh,
Ay,
matcha
alam
nandito,
ko na.
yung libro nandito. Ano?
may theory na ako.
Ano?
Tinan mo, look at his nails, and then he has a tattoo. He's covering all of that up because he's a bad boy stalking you.
Eh.
Anyway,
Let's
okay,
see
go.
for later.
Theory na kagad eh.
Yun nga eh. I felt the sudden urge to reach out and stop him. Did I find the action annoying, endearing, relatable? Who knows? But instead, I held back and waited for him to find the words to speak. If I see that in real life, like someone playing with their sleeves, I don't know.
Awkward, bro.
Like, me personally, I guess as an extrovert, I would actually like, oh no, it's okay, man. You'll be fine.
True.
But wow.
Wow.
Even his mannerisms were eerily similar to Haruko's. I think run.
I think run away.
Yeah. The endearing awkwardness and sleeve tugging gave me a sense of deja vu. And it honestly felt like he walked straight out of the anime into this very library. I would have been shocked, man. I swear to God, if I see a Scaramouche in real life, bruh.
Oh, dude.
Man, Moth is gonna freak when I tell them about this later. The stranger in front of me takes in another shaky inhale before he tries to speak once more. This time with a lot more confidence in his tone and a fire in his eye.
Do you have any books on native flora? The best I've found are on generic wildfire, but nothing about corland-based plants.
Wow, pucha, plantito rin pala to eh.
Plantito ka rin pala eh.
Plantito. Sabay ko pa to.
Kaya mo yun. Ay, ako pa pala. Or maybe I'm just in the wrong aisle?
He was looking for a book about the native flora. Perhaps I should introduce him to Violet. Chuckling to myself at the thought, I stepped closer to the tall man and began scanning the contents of the shelf beside him. He almost seems to flinch at the sudden closeness between us, but showed no sign of moving away. In fact, he seemed to almost lean closer and incline his head towards mine. Oh.
Wait a freaking minute.
Oh. And had
Wait
I
a
not
minute.
been too preoccupied with finding that book, I would have noticed how his breath hitches in his throat as my scent floods his scent. Oh. Okay. No, you're definitely in the right aisle. Those kinds of books are just more hidden, I guess. I step past him this time and make my way over to the lower part of the shelves. Absent-mindedly, I run a finger against the spines of each book until I come into contact with one book in particular. And bending over slightly, I pull the book from the shelf and give the cover a once-over before offering it to the man behind me. Is this what you're looking for? Too preoccupied with a misplaced book on the bookshelf. Who brings cookbooks in the nature aisle? I barely noticed how his blue eyes trail across my form before landing on the book held out in my outstretched. My goodness. You pervert!
Okay.
Was it just me, or did he have a certain glint in his eyes? Oh.
Why is he frowning? Why is he mad?
Was this book really that interesting? Or perhaps this tall stranger was just really into nature. Well, not that it mattered, because he was already taking a tentative step forward and revealing more of his hands from the depths of his long sleeves. With shaky fingers, I watch as the stranger reaches out and takes it from my grasp. He flips through a few pages to take in its contents before finally settling on the book with an affirmative nod.
Yes, this was exactly what I was looking for. Thank you.
I'm glad.
You're like an angel sent down from heaven or something. You're so helpful. And kind too.
Okay. What?
What? Oh, I didn't. Did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to. That must have been so weird. I'm so sorry.
He looked as though he was about to cry now, so I hastily threw up my hands in a comforting manner and shot him a reassuring smile. Hey, it's fine. No need to freak out. I wasn't expecting someone to say that about me, is all.
Really? Well, I think it's true for what it's worth. You really are like an angel.
Oy.
Oh, that's kind of creeper. Creeper.
Oh, man. Oh,
Creeper. Oh, man.
wasted.
It's kind of creepy, bruh.
Thanks. Figuring out that was my cue to leave before things got awkward, I give him one last friendly smile and suddenly glance back toward the front desk. But the eccentric man showed no signs of moving. Instead, he just looked down at me. Down at me? How tall is he?
Is he like 6'11" or something?
6'11"?
What's going on?
6'11".
Is he what? What?
mean-
Is he 7 feet?
I would think he'd be around 6 or 6'1". And if I'm considering my height, which is 4'11", he's definitely towering over me. Like 5'11" is already
Brother.
super tall, but like 6 flat,
Yeah.
like oh, shit.
That's
I get
crazy.
it. I get it. Did he want to continue the conversation? It seemed unlikely as he didn't say anything. He simply stared at me.
Freaking creeper.
Oh. Awkwardly, I clear my throat for what had to be the millionth time today and gesture vaguely to the reception desk behind me. Well, if you don't need any more help, I should... This is just getting weird now. Should I even attempt to continue this conversation or just leave? I mean, it would seem rude to just walk away abruptly, especially considering how he's apparently a regular patron in the library I worked at. But he wasn't making
Okay,
much of an
bro.
effort either, so what should I do?
Stare back at him.
Stare back at him. Staring
Get him.
contest.
Oh, ano.
Hello?
You shouldn't stare at me like that.
Oh.
Especially when it's with a stranger you don't know.
Actually, now that I think about it, you haven't told me your name yet.
Oh, I guess you're right. You can call me. What? What?
What?
What is that supposed to mean?
It was like he has said something, but his voice was delayed. Was that even his voice? Was he speaking English? It almost felt like something that came out of a dream. How did you do that?
Do what? Anyway, you can just call me Ren if you'd like.
Oh, it's Ren.
Is it alright if I call you Cole? Although, Angel does suit you just as well, in my personal opinion, at least.
Help. Seriously, what the hell just happened? Was I just imagining things and was he really flirting with me right now?
What the hell did he say, bro? Are you okay?
Yeah, I think, but how did you know my name? I don't remember telling you.
Oh? Silly, it's on your name tag.
Oo nga, no, bobo.
Okay.
As if to
Dil
prove...
ano lang tayo? Irony.
As if to prove a point, Ren reaches out to gently flick the name tag that I somehow forgot that I had to put on this morning. Help, that was stupid of me. Oh.
Cole is a cute name, though. And it's really, really fun to say, especially over and over again.
What
Creeper.
have you been using my name with? I'm
Whoa.
What?
Hmm.
Right. Anyway,
Say, are you busy later? I'd love to thank you for helping me find this book.
should we say yes? Should we say no?
I'm let's see how it goes. Why not, right?
Why not? Sige. Seriously.
Let's just Fafo.
Ano?
Fafo, bro. Fuck
Fafo.
around and find out.
Tama. That is literally my wallpaper. Seriously, what was up with this guy? 1 minute he's shy, and the next he's bold. It was almost like he was putting up several fronts to see which one I responded to better. Actually,
I'll be kind of crazy for
I'll
that.
be busy this afternoon. I need to buy a new lock for my apartment.
A new lock? That doesn't sound good. Can I ask why?
I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell him. I mean, what was he gonna do? Personally show up at my doorstep and test a new lock himself?
Oh, he's a freaking stalker,
Oh,
bro.
shucks. Apparently, someone broke into my apartment last night and I didn't notice. I don't think they stole anything, but still, it's creepy. I figure it's better to be safe than sorry, you know?
Yeah, but it sounds like instead of a lock, you just need to jump the scumbag when they least expect it and beat him up to teach them a lesson. See, I'm telling you, he's a freaking bad boy. Stay up all night if you have to. Really get the edge on them.
Couldn't help but let out a genuine chuckle at his suggestion. If I had to choose, then this would be the side of him that I preferred. He seemed at ease, and his words weren't as forced or awkward. True. Yeah, and who's gonna be the one to beat the guy up at 3 a.m.? Because last
Point.
I checked, I'm not really the type to go around throwing punches at people I don't know. And definitely not
Point.
before the sun is up and shining. True.
I could do it for you.
What? Guard dog?
Lakas.
Walk him like a dog,
boy.
sis. Walk him like a dog.
With that outfit, ain't no way.
I know, right? You? But, I mean, we don't even know each other that well, and
I mean, we can't. That's fine. I could tell you all about myself on the walk there.
he's so insistent.
My whole life story and everything. Where I was born, the school I went to, how many cute librarians I've met.
Wow!
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Calm the frick down, Ren.
okay.
Used to be one so far.
Oh.
Ay, lo? You think you're freaking sleek, no?
Before I could even comment on his sudden confidence, Ren seems to pick up on my discomfort at his choice of words, if it even was discomfort that I was feeling, and hastily backtracks.
Boogs. Hey, or not. I was just messing around. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable.
There it was again, that subtle shift in his personality. But
About
now that he mentioned, would it really hurt to invite him to my place for the night?
Hey, brother, you just met the man.
Why would I invite? Okay, to be
Okay, medyo stupid din yung character mo. eh.
it's because it's me, Gabby. It's me. You remember my stories.
Coco, we're talking about the game. Nothing more, nothing less. We're talking about a game.
Okay, but
Your
to,
name Cole.
yes,
His
okay,
name,
but
his name is Ren.
yes. To be fair, this is first time meeting, so I definitely wouldn't let him in my house the first time I met him.
Exactly. See, you have some common sense.
Oh naman.
Anyway,
My own
continue.
personal experience after like the second na.
I cannot.
Help me.
God.
Okay. He definitely looked like he could handle himself in a fight, his contrasting outfits aside, so maybe it wasn't so bad of an idea. Yeah. Still. Just met the dude.
Brother, just met.
Don't invite him over. Sorry.
I'm also like Papo. Oh, sayang.
Sorry, I just don't know you well enough for that.
What you insist?
No, I
I
totally
naman.
get it. Ay, sorry ko pala yun.
No, I totally get it. I don't know why I suggested that in the first place.
Great. Now it's back to being awkward again.
Freaking
Well, anyway. Where is she? Cole. Ah! There you are.
Why is he mad? Hello?
Oh my god, look at his face. He looks so irritated.
Why are you freaking mad, bro?
Someone at the front desk is looking for you, and oh, sorry, are you busy right now? I can't.
Impeccable timing as always, Eleanor. No, it's fine. I think
Like-
everything is already handled here,
Feeling for
right? I give the two of them a soft smile before making my way towards the reception desk. But as I pass by Eleanor, I gently clasp a hand on her shoulder and shoot her a playful look of my own. If you need more help, I'm sure Eleanor here can assist you. She loves helping others, right?
So annoying.
And as I turn to leave, I barely missed the way Ren's eyes zone in on my hand resting on Eleanor's shoulder. Oh.
Nisip talaga ako, bading, no? Siya.
Hours seem to pass by in a blur, and soon enough I find myself resting up in the employee's lounge. My mind drifts back to the guy from earlier, and I couldn't help but wonder what happened to him afterwards. Did he rent out the book I offered? What about my recommended novel of the week? Ren surely was strange, to say the least. But I had to admit
Oh,
that.
hey, we have another viewer, girl. It's Kyrie.
It's Hi,
Kyrie.
Kyrie! Hi, Kyrie! I can't see the chat. Where the fuck do I see the chat?
She's asking what game this is.
This is 14 Days with You. It's a Yandere simulator.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And it's free on twitch.io. It's one of my favorite visual novel games that I played when I was in Spain. Like, bored as hell. So, yeah. Hi, Kyrie. I can't see the freaking chat. Wait. I'm gonna
You can check
check
OBS, but
Yeah, I could, diba? Wait lang.
yeah. I'm not sure kasi I haven't explored yet on how to fix my screen.
Oh, I found
so
the
you can see
chat.
the chat.
I found the chat.
Chat. Let's go chat.
Hey. Hi, Kyrie.
Vibes.
Okay.
To the stream, Kyrie.
Say hi to the stream. Okay. We're gonna move on.
Okay,
Ren
continue.
truly was strange, to say the least, but I had to admit that he did seem kind of cute with his oversized cardigan and timid demeanor.
Oh,
No, I get it. Because he's my type nga. Like the shy boys. I like him shy, but also like confident. So like the switch
Really?
between the two gets. But then he was
girl, it's giving bipolar.
oh not the bipolar. Not the fucking
That's all I'm saying, bro.
He still gave me off-putting vibes though, especially with his ever-changing personality. And if I had to be completely honest, that shy and timid persona that he displayed felt rather forced to me. True. Fair enough.
Work.
It was almost
forced.
as if he saw it on TV or something and wanted to try it out himself. It just happened to be one of his first
Yeah,
victims. But who was I to call him out for it? That was his business if he wanted to act all shy and
Victim?
demure.
What kind of victims?
Stop, bruh. Like, he said, I'm the main character. Cole, everything alright? It's not
Oh?
often I find you in here at this time. I think this is my boss. Yeah, that's my boss. Wait, let's
Oh.
see the people.
Yeah, no wonder.
Okay, so we have
Who's
the
this?
internet friend, and we also have Violet. We have Eleanor, and
Hello.
this is my boss, and we have Ren as well.
Okay.
I think I
Vibes,
remembered
vibes,
na
vibes.
ano, like the colors kind of indicate kung ano yung type of relationship mo with the person. So I think blue is like acquaintance or like a friend. Then other
Mm.
colors I forgot. But
For Gar,
ayan na yun. Ay, neutral.
there.
Help, Ren is dislike, bre.
Ah,
And he's probably gay, look.
okay,
He,
okay.
He, they. Gay, 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 gay. Bading, bading.
See, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. He's gay. Also,
What?
Violet. Never mind. It's a she, her. Jumbo Kanto.
Yeah. That's my...
It is.
Okay. Conan, my boss, startles me as he suddenly appears in the entranceway. Everyone saw him some kind of blessing to this institution because the moment he showed up, all forms of trouble seemed to disappear overnight. Help. Those low-life teens started causing chaos elsewhere, and the rumored gangs became few and far between. At first, I thought that he might have been linked with these criminals because of his intimidating gaze and facial scars, but then I got to know him better and found out that he held a massive soft spot for those dear to him. Oh, he's like a father figure. That's so sweet.
Aww.
That is so cute.
That's cute.
Though, much like
yun na
Eleanor,
nga.
Conan felt more like a father figure with how much he fretted over his staff and their well-being. True, true, true. I mean, he literally installed a new air conditioner and water dispenser last week because one of his employees fainted due to heat stroke. Oh, wait, that's so
Oh,
sweet.
no.
Slay. It wasn't
The
anything
heat stroke
too
was not a
major.
slave.
I know, but like, you know, slay for him for putting that up.
Slave for him.
Yeah. It wasn't anything too major, but it was nice to know that our boss was considerate enough about the people he hired. I doubt I could say the same about my old job in the city. Shit. Corporate slave ako noon, no?
Yun. Yun tayo.
Conan was also nice to chat to whenever I went on my breaks, and would always encourage me to take as much time as I needed before I returned to my desk. But after realizing that I had, once again, been spacing out, I pulled myself away from my thoughts and turned to offer my boss an acknowledging smile. Yeah, I'm fine. Just taking a short break. I'll be back out there soon. Take as long as you need. Don't overwork yourself. Okay? He seems
Wah.
hesitant to leave, if the way he was shifting from one foot to the other was any indication. He shoots me a concerned look before opening his mouth, only to close it once more in contemplation. Have you seen Eleanor? I asked her to come see me regarding the unsorted novels in the storeroom, but she's yet to show up. Eleanor? Last I saw her, she was talking to one of our patrons in aisle 8. Maybe she's still there? I'll have to check again then. Thank you.
Are you sure she's still there?
I know, right? And with that, he disappeared just as quietly as he came. But that was odd. It wasn't like Eleanor to suddenly go missing. Was she still occupied with Ren? It'd been a while, so I figured she would have finished helping him and left by now. Oh well, I'm sure she'll turn up sooner or later. Ren didn't seem much like a talkative person anyway. Jeez,
Hindi
why,
rin.
jeez, why did my thoughts keep returning to that eccentric man? Deciding that I wasn't going to waste my time thinking about any more pink-haired guys. my me with my blue hair. No. My beloved Haruko aside. I get up from the lounge and meander my way back towards the front desk again. But once I arrive, I immediately notice that my chatty coworker was still nowhere to be found.
Hello?
Eleanor? It was-
Eleanor, no!
Oh my god.
You're a good girl.
It was just like my boss had said. Eleanor wasn't anywhere to be seen, and it wasn't like her to leave the reception desk unattended for so long. Maybe she managed to knock over a pile of books again and was busy cleaning it up? It certainly wouldn't be anything out of the ordinary for her. Well, whatever. I'm sure she'll turn up again soon.
why you don't leave your friends behind with some random dude.
In a library. The impact from me plopping down to my office chair causes some of the papers around me to rustle, and a bright pink sticky note fluttering around captures my attention. Assuming it was left here by Eleanor, I peeled the folded note off my computer screen and read it. You can throw this away if you want. Unfolding it read the following. That stuttering guy from aisle 8. Oh. He left his number. He left his number. Did Ren leave this note? And was that his number? I had to admit, he really was a persistent fellow. Well, slay, I guess. And before I could allow Eleanor the chance to manifest behind me and tease me to kingdom come, I pocket the note and go back to sorting through the stack of returned books left on the desk. Let's go home. While walking home from work, I couldn't shake off the feeling of someone watching me from behind. Oh! Okay. Yet every time I turned around, no one was there. That's fucking scary, bruh. That's absolutely crazy.
dude.
It felt like a pair of eyes were on me and watching my every move, which was strange, considering how I'd never noticed this when I first started walking to and from my workplace. Oh. Maybe I was just imagining things, or maybe I was just too tired. Rolling my eyes at my own paranoia, I continue my walk, but I didn't make it that far before. Oh my god.
Oh.
Cool!
Who in the frick?
Heyo! Oh my god, I love these characters.
Oh,
I love them.
okay.
Oh my god, si Leon Barreto, shit! Joke lang. Holy shit. Oh my
Everything. Hey.
god.
Bye.
Stop it. Wait lang. Okay. Heyo. I couldn't recognize those boisterous voices anywhere. The first one belonged to Jae Hyun, a guy I had met at university. He sat next to me during the first few days of orientation and even offered to lend me his phone charger when my battery started to run out. He's a fun guy to be around, though his extroverted, energetic personality was often hard to keep up with. But Leon, the other guy awkwardly hanging off of Jay's arm, was a different story. We'd practically known each other since we were babies, but he moved away from Courland Bay when we were still in elementary school. I wasn't sure when he moved back to the Bay, but it was great knowing I'd be able to see him again. I just wish I could find a time to hang out with him just like we used to. But I was always busy with work, and he was always busy playing volleyball and taking care of his sick mother in the hospital. Shit, man. I'm so me. Busy with work. Before I knew it, I was being pulled out of my thoughts by Jay's bubbly laughter. Hey, still with us? Hey, Cole. Finally finished with work. We're just about to head over to the club Shoreline. Do you want to come? I'm sure Leon wouldn't mind paying for you as well.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oi! I don't mind
Dapat
paying
yun-
for her. Ano?
Yun dapat boses nila yun. Well, I don't mind paying for her, but who said anything about paying for you?
Stop. I did just now. Thanks, Leon. You're the best. I don't miss the way Leon rolls his eyes at Jay's antics before settling his gaze on me once more. Do you want to tag along? I really don't mind paying if you do. Sorry guys, much as I'd love to, I'm kinda drained from work. Maybe another time though.
No.
Hey, no worries, Darl. Just make sure you take it easy when you get back home, yeah?
Damn, because you need some bodyguards.
He shoots me a considerate smile before throwing an arm over Jay's shoulder. Well then, if you'll excuse us, I gotta find a way to get this knucklehead to cover his own entry fees. We can all catch up another time, okay? I watch as they both throw a carefree wave over their shoulders as they both head off in the direction of the nightclub a few blocks down the street. It was nice to see them again, especially since I had been so occupied with moving back home and settling in. It didn't feel like that long, but 2 months was a long time, and I somehow couldn't find a single chance to hang out with either of them yet. Oh well, there's always next time. Putting those thoughts to rest, I started making my way back home once more. Making my way downtown.
Making my way back home. Stop.
Back at home, the sounds of my microwave meal and the television filled the silence as I told Moth about my day. Like always, her webcam is pointed towards the ceiling with only half of their face in the frame, but I knew it was probably because they hadn't cleaned their room in a while. Help! At that thought, I glanced towards the growing pile of laundry in my basket and make a mental note to take care of it on my next day off. Real. But now that I was looking at it, when did I leave it looking so messy? And since when did I leave last week's load on top? Hello, Earth to Coal? You good? Huh? Sorry, what were you talking about? I was
That's
asking
your
you-
best friend.
Online friend. Like they got to be they became friends because of the Attack on Giants anime thingy, like on the social media.
Okay.
I was asking you about that
God.
dude from earlier. Like, I seriously can't believe he gave you his number. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Yeah, no kidding. My guy literally couldn't even stutter out the complete sentence, and he was able to shoot his shot like that? Wow. Maybe his, really is big. Stop! You know what they say with shy boys. Woo!
Ay, nako.
Jeez, Moth. What? I'm just saying. But you'll let me know, right? If it really is big.
Stop. I cannot. This friendship is crazy. I
Real.
love it. I love it. I love it.
This is our friendship, Gabi. Woo. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
I'm hanging up on you. okay, I'm just kidding. But for real though, did you text him back yet? No. I thought you were supposed to make them wait a day or something. I don't want to seem too eager. True. So you're saying you're eager. Ahem. Attention everyone! She's eager as hell! And for a guy who doesn't even know how to grow a backbone. Stop. I'm not saying anything, but your neighbors will if you keep shouting like that. Yeah. Okay, look. If it were me, I'd text him back as soon as possible. Maybe even give him a call instead if his voice was as submissive and breathable as he said it was.
What the frick? I'm sorry, what? You can come again.
Fucker! I cannot! This is
What?
This is crazy, bruh. Like, what is this? Wait, I'm gonna take a picture of this. It's been a while since I last watched this, bruh. Wait, fuck, Bobo. Wait. Okay. I'm gonna put the link here. I'm gonna put it in my story. Okay. I literally never said that. Stop. So real, bruh. If that's what you want to believe, dang it, their laughter was contagious. Dang it. Danggit.
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 Ay, nako.
Why are you still taking Why are you still talking to me anyway? Go call up your precious little Haruko 2.0. I got some webcomics I need to catch up on anyway. Oh, speaking of webcomics, did you read the latest chapter for Always We... Alright, I'm hanging up now. See ya, Cole. Jesus. With a sigh, I watched the green call
Damn.
button turn red. Moth had always been terrible towards my impulse control, but I adored them either way. Spinning around in my chair, I glanced over at my phone charging on the nightstand and decided to listen to Moth's word after all. Plopping onto my bed, I scoop my phone up and unlock it. I navigate the messages app easily and open up a new contact to enter Ren's details. Moments seemed to pass as I blankly stared at his number on the screen, and before I could let myself stall any longer, I finally decided what should I do. Ooh, what should we do? Send him a text? I would send him a text.
Okay.
Call him? Call him?
No, wala lang. Fafo, bro.
Fafo, sige, tangina. Fafo. Call him. Yeah, we're not pussies. We're not pussies.
Yeah, unlike him.
Oh, shit. Oh no.
Let's see, I want to see what happens.
Okay. Deciding to give Ren a call instead, I tap on his contact info and press the green button without a second thought. Silently hoping to still be awake at this time, I bring my phone closer to my ear and listen to the dial tone. It barely rings 3 times before he picks up and he seems almost flustered and out of breath. Oh.
Hello? This is Cole, right?
I would say sorry. I know it's late.
I go.
I would say that.
No, it's fine. I'm normally still awake at this time anyway. I usually like to watch some things before I fall asleep.
What do you like to watch, bro?
Sometimes it keeps me up until the morning, but I don't really mind. I feel at ease when I get to look at you. Stuff.
Okay. Oh, really? Like movies or something? What do you normally like to watch? Maybe I've seen it.
Movies? Why would I? Oh, yeah. It's some niche film you might not have heard about. Maybe we could watch it together sometime?
Oh my god.
Sorry, I made it awkward again, didn't I?
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Kinikilig ka ba?
Hello? Oh.
He's really been apologizing. Fuck man, I can't speak today. Holy shit. I have used all of my English words today. I cannot. He's really been apologizing a lot today. I almost feel bad for him.
Actually, I'm surprised you called. I honestly expected you to throw away my note, to be honest.
Help.
I hope you didn't find it creepy or anything. Your workmates seemed like the type to tease you if I handed it to her instead, so I figured that leaving it on your desktop would have been the wiser choice.
Help.
Dami mong alam. But then I was worried she might come back and find it before you did, so I considered putting it in your bag instead. But then I thought, I guess I'm rambling now, aren't I? Sorry. Anyway, I also wanted to know if you were free tomorrow. I still wanted to thank you for helping me find that book.
Uy. Date daw, pre. Date.
Sino ko, Jorn?
Panis ka, boy. Magda-date tayo. Woo! Oh? Was he asking me out on a
Yan
date?
tayo. Tapos
Or-
pagkatapos ng second...
Uy. Or was I reading too deep into his words? He must have taken my silence as confusion, however, as he immediately begins to backtrack on his words. Yon!
I guess I'm asking you out on a date. we could go visit the pier, whatever, or the beach, or this cafe. I know. Honestly, we could do whatever you'd like. I don't mind at all.
Naks. Yan ang gusto ko. May balls.
Uy, yun. Yan. O aking iniirog.
Nasaan ang iyong betlog? Well, so he wanted to go on a date? Well, it wasn't like I had anything planned for tomorrow. It was my day off after all. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Besides, I can't even remember the last time I went out with someone, let alone a date. Oh my god, so real. She's so real, bruh. She's so real.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe going on a date with him wouldn't be such a bad idea. Besides, Ren didn't seem that bad of a guy. I could even use this as an opportunity to get to know him better. He certainly seemed interesting. Sure, why not? It sounds like it'll be fun.
Oh my god.
And I haven't visited the pier in a while.
You really want to go on a date? I mean, yeah, cool. Would it be alright if I pick you up around 11 then?
Yeah, sure. Wow. It
How does he
really
know your
s-
address?
I know, right? Wow, he really seemed eager. I hope I didn't make the wrong choice by agreeing to this.
Alright then, yeah, great.
He was perhaps a bit too eager.
Anyway, it's getting late now, isn't it? I'm sure I've already taken up too much of your time. I'll let you go to sleep then.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
we
you can
ta-
choose. I don't mind.
I want to talk with you more. Can we talk again tomorrow? Okay, then good night. If this were me, I would say good night. Asan ang token?
Good night.
Okay. Ang token,
Oh,
first
he knows
time
your address.
he knows my... Ay, shit. He sounds almost chipper at the sound of my voice, but I decide against questioning it. He really was a rather eccentric person.
Can I still call you tomorrow, Cole? Or never mind. Good night.
He hangs up before I can even respond. The fuck? Placing my phone on the nightstand, I begin to slip into my bed and pull the covers over my body. A beat passes before Ren's soft, breathy voice enters my mind. Breathy? And I slowly find myself getting lulled to sleep with it. So, Ren, huh? I wonder what you have planned for us tomorrow. Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
End of day 1. Okay, I will save
Yes.
this one. I will save. Waking up to the
Chirping.
sounds of birds chirping outside and the sunlight filtering through my blinds. I groggily
Blinds.
rolled my eyes before absent-mindedly staring at the ceiling for a few moments. A lot had occurred last night, and I still needed to process most of it. But the main thing that plagued my mind was a date I had planned today with Ren, the guy I had met at the library yesterday. Reaching over my nightstand to grab my phone, I casually checked the time, only to realize that I still had a few more hours to kill. Not only that, but I also apparently received a text message from Moth at some point last night. At a glance, it appeared as though they were just ranting about the newest update for Always With You again, though I hadn't read the latest chapter yet to know all the details. Nevertheless, I read through their wall of texts and memes with avid curiosity and sent back a few of my own. Before I knew it, hours seemed to pass by in a blur. Glancing back at the time on my phone once more, I noticed that it went from being 8 o'clock to 10:30. 10:30?
Hello.
My date with Ren was supposed to be in half an hour. Shit. I quickly let Moth know that I had to dip from the conversation before throwing my phone to the mattress and sprinting towards the bathroom. But just as I grab a fresh towel and a change of clothes from my wardrobe, my phone buzzes once more. Assuming it was yet another text from Moth, I pick it up and put in my passcode. But what awaited me was a message from none other than Ren.
What?
Oh my god.
Hi. Good morning, Angel. I hope I didn't wake you up. Wake. God, this is so embarrassing knowing you're a librarian. I swear I can spell lol. Anyway, I just wanted to confirm whether or not you were still on for a date today. Because we can meet up at the beach walk if you are. It's not far from this new cafe I want to check out.
Ren's messages brought a smile to my face for some reason, and I assume it was because he seemed just as enthusiastic as I was for today. Aww. I sent back my own affirmative text alongside a smiling Haruko sticker before going back to my bathroom and getting ready for the day. So what's the fit, babes? Ay, hindi na tinanong. In
Okay.
the end, I did end up meeting Ren halfway via the boardwalk, and we decided to walk to this recently opened cafe together for lunch. It wasn't far from my apartment anyway, and I figured I could do with a bit of exercise.
Hello.
Turning to my side, I noticed how the pink-haired man tries to not so subtly sneak side glances towards me. The arm at his side practically itches to reach out, and if I knew any better, I would have assumed he wanted to hold my hand. Help! But instead, he simply tucks his hands into his pockets and shoots me yet another soft smile.
The weather's really nice today, huh?
Back to small talk, it seems. Sure it is. If I had known it'd be nice and sunny, I would have suggested spending the day at the beach instead.
Yeah?
Yeah, we could go for a swim or maybe even check out the rock pools. It's been a while since I've been there.
Oh, that does sound fun. Oh.
Cool. At the sound of my name being called, I turn on my heels only to find Leon running up to me with a sports bag full of what I assume to be his volleyball gear. Sunfish!
Hello.
Heyo, Sunfish, it's good to see you out and about this early. I was just on my way to the beach to meet up with Jaeyoon and Teo. Wanna tag along? And hey, who's this? I don't think we met before, mate. Oh, mate. Oh, is he British?
Wait.
The name's Leon. Cole's bestest friend in the whole wide world. Yeah. I playfully roll my eyes at Leon's words and give him a slow, reluctant nod. Keep telling yourself that. This is my friend Ren. We actually met... Sunfish?
Sunfish.
Oh my god. Oy. Huh?
Celos.
Oh yeah. Sunfish is the cheesy nickname Leon gave me when we were kids. I don't really get it either, to be honest. So, Sunfish and Ren, was it? Nice to meet ya. I hope we can get along and become good friends too. Actually, hey, if you're both free right now, why don't we go down to the beach? I can introduce you to Jay and...
Angelfish and I were about to go on a date, actually. Hello.
Oh!
Celos ang putik.
Oh! Angelfish. May sarili siyang nickname. Let's fucking go.
Di siya creative, be.
Angelfish? A date? I don't miss the way Ren suddenly pulls my arm closer to his side, nor the way he clings onto me as though I'd suddenly disappear.
Hello.
You're going on dates again, Darl? Good for you. I'm glad to see you coming out of your shell again. Take good care of her for me, won't you, bud?
What do you think I've been doing ever since you moved away?
Oh.
Oh!
Oh!
That's crazy.
Yo, what the fuck? Like me, Leon barely seems to notice Ren's mumbling as he rests an arm over my shoulder and starts tugging me in the direction of the beach. Ren, on the other hand, still latches onto my arm but doesn't seem to move. I can't believe my little sunfish is out there in the dating scene again. I feel like a proud father. Oh please.
Father.
We're basically the same age. I feel like a proud adoptive father. Leon pretends to wipe a tear away from his eyes as he leans further into my shoulder. It was only then that I noticed Ren wasn't following us. Turning around, I reach out to grab his hand instead to tug him along. He immediately seems to perk up at the action and twines his fingers with mine before falling into step. Yun lang palang kailangan eh. Alright, as fun as it is to catch up with my proud adopted father who's the same age as me, which makes things kind of weird, Ren and I do need to get going. Oh yeah, of course. I didn't mean to take up so much of your time. He unhooks his arm from around my shoulder and inclines his head towards the beach one more time. But my offer still stands. If you want to catch up some more, I'll be down at the beach with... Oi! Oi! What the fuck, dude? There's too many men.
This is crazy.
I cannot keep
I
up
know,
with
right?
this. There's too many men.
Oi.
Speak of the devil. Almost like he appeared from thin air, Theodore, or rather, Theo, emerges from somewhere behind Leon and makes his way towards the three of us. Though unlike most of my friends here in Cortland Bay, I actually met Theo in the city a few years ago, back when I used to live there. In fact, it was through our mutual friend Jay. Apparently, they'd both known each other since the beginning of middle school, but even after graduating and moving on to university, the pair were still practically inseparable. According to Jay, Tio would always show up at campus to pay him a visit, though if I were being honest, I'm sure Tio only did it to antagonize some of the students and staff there. It definitely wasn't out of the ordinary for him to do something like that. Plus, it offered me a lot more insight into the whole assertive yet nonchalant attitude he often liked to put on. The first time I'd ever witnessed it was when Tio found me sitting alone at a cafe. I still remember sitting there slack-jawed as he practically shoved my laptop back to the side before sitting down and taking a sip of my drink like it was his own. Oh, Jesus. The satisfied grin from seeing my displeasure said everything, and had he not offered me to buy another drink, I'm almost certain I would have told Tio to get lost and bother someone else. But before I can reminisce any further, I hear the sounds of Tio's footsteps drawing closer and pulls me back to the present. I watch as he walks up to us with a confident stride before he purposefully bumps into Ren with the sole purpose of sending him tumbling into the metal railing behind him. Ay gago!
Lakas mo, be.
But luckily, Ren manages to catch his footing at the last second, sending Tio an annoyed scowl of his own. Oh crap, sorry about that. I'm not sure how I missed such a brightly colored children's mascot.
I'm crying.
How can he say that when he himself has colored hair?
Well, you do see he's wearing black and a lot of tattoos. So,
I mean, fair. But still. Alright, there's no need for that here. Despite Leon's tone, Teo barely pays the shorter male any mind, seemingly far more interested in Ren instead. Let me guess, you're dressed up as Benny the Buttercup? My 4-year-old cousin would love you. Oy, knock it off, mate. Sabi ko sa'yo, British to si Leon eh.
hindi, Australian yan.
Ay, shit! I can't do Australian. It's too I think I find it difficult. Go na.
What's your problem?
Dunno. What's yours?
Oh.
I could practically
Fight,
feel the
fight,
tension
fight,
between
fight.
the two bros, so I decided to step in. Maybe you should introduce each other first before you try glaring each other to death. Teo, this is Ren. He's my, well... Oh!
Oh!
Whoa!
I'm
Yan!
a boyfriend.
Yan! Pucha.
What the frick?
Tang ina, boy. Well, that was certainly one way to put it, especially without bringing it up with me beforehand. At his words, I shoot Ren a confused glance, but the determined look on his face had me biting back my words. Okay.
Oh, that's crazy.
Anyway, this is Tio. He's... Wait, how should I introduce him to Ren? Stop! What do I say?
Ex-boyfriend.
Ex-boy.
Kidding. No.
Bling?
Actually, yeah, ex-boyfriend. I think
Ex-boy.
like ex.
The transition, no? Like, from this guy to this. Boogsh.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I don't like to date people
Hello.
outside of my tax, bra. Ang kapal ng mukha mong hayop ka. Ina mo. And don't get it twisted, doll. You're never exclusive. I never even brought up the concept of dating when I was with you. Oh, what a bitch. What an asshole. What an ass. Oh, that explains why you were fine with cheating on me. Ooh.
Oh.
She bites back.
Books.
Wait, what? I thought you guys were just friends.
loser.
Stop. Excuse me? It's not cheating if I was never your boyfriend. Alright, why don't we change the subject? I'm sorry? You weren't my boyfriend? Then why would you ask me not to see other people? You think I'd want to share you with others and let them have what's mine? Oh. Oh my god. Why am I dating an asshole? Why did I date an asshole?
Oh,
Before I can step forward and knock
are
some
we still
sense-
talking about the game?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure, bro. I'm just making sure.
Before I can step forward and knock some sense into that idiot, Ren seems to beat me to it. He grabs the other male by the collar of his shirt, but Teo only looks on with a lazy smirk. Oh.
What's your problem?
Okay, enough. Look, why don't we just drop this, yeah? You really need to stop trying to pick fights with everyone, mate. Don't get your panties in a twist. I seriously doubt Buttercup's capable of harming a fly, let alone able to throw a decent punch. Oh, don't actually underestimate him.
You can drop the nickname.
Nah, but I think Dollface over here should drop you instead. Oh! Ang kapal na mukha mo, boy! Tangina mo!
I thought he was a good guy, bruh.
Nah.
Never mind.
Besides, the nickname's kinda cute. Matches your style pretty well, don't you think, Buttercup? I could see Ren's hand clench into a fist as he advanced towards Tio, but thankfully Leon steps in once more. Seriously, why don't we all cool off, yeah? I think we're getting a bit too heated. Look, we're gonna head down the beach. I don't miss the way Leon sends Tio a sharp glare. Are you sure you don't want to join us, Cole? I promise to make sure that Tio stays on his best behavior. Sorry, Leon, but I've already made plans with Ren. And I seriously doubt they'll be able to get along. You know how Tio can get. Yeah, you've got a point there. Well, alright then. He leans closer to me, almost as if he didn't want the other two eavesdropping. If anything happens, I'll be in the area. Just come find me, okay?
Ooh.
I will.
I love Leon.
I know, he's a good friend. I give his arm a soft squeeze and turn my attention back to Ren. But by the way he looks at us, I can only assume that he didn't like how close I was standing to my childhood friend. Ooh. Pati ba naman niya? Though that could have also been because Teo was still around, and honestly, I couldn't blame him. Yeah, he's an ass. Regardless, I reached for his hand once more and took him toward the cafe, making a point of ignoring Teo's crass words as we went along. I barely notice how Ren's mood immediately changes when my attention is back on him, and he follows along like a lost puppy.
Bruh, sweet.
We eventually arrive at the Driftwood Cafe, and the smell of fresh pastries and brewed coffee flood my senses as it wafts through the open windows. And just as I had thought, the cafe looked as though it had only recently opened, though it didn't seem as busy or crowded as I anticipated. Pulling me from my thoughts, Ren ushers me into one of the empty tables before he goes off to make an order with a pleased look on his face. It was a bit strange how he didn't want to look at the menu first, but I chalked it up to him wanting to surprise me. He's barely gone for 5 minutes before he returns once more, taking a seat in front of me with a huff. A comfortable silence washes over us, and I watch as he absent-mindedly fiddles with the ends of his hair. Was he still concerned about what Tio said about his appearance earlier? Maybe it'd be a good idea to take his mind off of it. Hey, Ren? Almost immediately, he perks up with wide eyes. How do you manage to keep your hair so fluffy? It always looks so good. Ren seems to flush instantly at my words, and he sheepishly ducks his head lower to hide his reddening cheeks.
You like it? I just usually just angle a blowdryer before my chin and blast the heat, and it just stays like that afterwards.
That's so real though. When you have this kind of hair, ganun lang, then ganyan na
Yeah,
siya.
dude.
Oh, so you don't need to use any products or anything?
Not really.
Just when I thought he got over his timid personality, it slowly came crawling back. Was this really who he was? Ren must have taken my silence as a lack of response, seeing as he tries striking up another conversation.
So, work's going good for you, huh? Finally got that promotion?
Yeah, I did. I was honestly surprised when I first got my promotion, considering how I've only moved back here recently. But Eleanor's been really helpful by showing me the ropes and... Wait. How did you know I got promoted?
Mm-hmm. Oh, your coworker told me all about it yesterday after you left.
Okay.
Eleanor, right? She seemed really proud of you. Anyway, what were you saying about her showing you the ropes?
I barely noticed how he managed to change the conversation back to me as I recounted all the times Eleanor helped me through my first week of working at the library. It eventually reached a point where it felt like I had been talking for hours, and it wasn't until something caught my eye did I finally stop. Ooh. I would say
Puppy?
this or the puppy.
Or sige, go. Whatever you want.
Hehehehe. You got something in your hair.
Huh?
At my words, Ren seems almost bashful as he sheepishly starts picking at the strands of his pink hair. But he seems to miss a small piece of fluff, no matter how many times he tugs at his roots. Here, let me. Stifling a laugh, I reach over the table to pluck the offending item. Offending!
Why is it? Oh, hello. Is it attacking?
I know his hair. Ren only seems to lean closer into my touch while his cheeks flush a slight shade of red. And just as I pulled a piece of fluff out, Order 25! Order 25 po, ma'am! Order 20...
Over 25, order 25. Pakikuha na po yung order 25.
Hey, get off! That's so fun.
Order 25 po, McDonald's.
Pakiklaim na po dito sa counter.
Pakiklaim na po dito sa counter. Thank you po. Salamat.
Oh, that's us. Wait, right here. I'll be back.
Before I could get a word in, Ren was jumping out of his seat and meandering his way towards the kiosk. It really was a sight to behold, seeing Ren tower over most of the customers who were waiting. Nothing beats a tall guy.
Nothing beats a Jetsu holiday.
But right now, oh my god.
You can save 50 pounds.
Per person.
That's 200 pounds off for a family of four.
Oh my god. Even the cashier herself, who seemed to be at least Gabby, 6 feet tall, had to crane her neck
Okay, he's
upwards just
taller
to.
than Snake.
What is he? 6'7"?
I'm telling you, man, he's 6'11".
Oh my god.
He's 6'11".
I'm gonna be ruined. Wha-
Oh,
Oh?
oh.
Oh.
Wait. Wait, Coco. I'll be back. But like, yeah.
You want me to pause?
I'll just call. No, I'll just call someone. But you can keep going. I'm
Okay.
watching your stream on the side.
Okay, okay.
I'll be back.
Okay. Alright, nawala po si Gabby Castillo. But that's okay. We'll be moving on. But before I could blink twice, Ren was already on his way back with a large tray full of delicious food. Ooh. He seats himself back in his original spot with a pleased smile and begins to lay out the dishes in front of me. Oh, this is... I'm not into cake. I'm not much into croissant. I wouldn't go for a croissant. Not a scone, so a sugary cookie. Yeah, cookie. A scrumptious cookie sits next to my beverage, and I almost heard my stomach rumble at the sight. How did Ren know that this was my favorite thing to order? Granted, it wasn't like I've been to the Driftwood Cafe before, but this was usually what I'd order at any other cafe. It was honestly like he could read my mind. What was even more mind-boggling was that he didn't even need to look at the menu beforehand. It was like he just knew. To forget your drink. Ren shoots me another gentle smile of his before placing my drink before me. No way. The drink he placed in front of me, it was a cup of coffee. Actually, a steaming latte. Yeah, a latte. I could tell by that scent that he ordered me a nice warm latte. Just like the ones that I usually bring on my way to work sometimes. Real, man! I hope this is okay. Unfortunately, this cafe doesn't really have much to offer, judging from the menu I saw online. Ah, so that's how he knew what to order. I even tried asking for napkins earlier, but I don't think they heard me. Maybe I should try again? Almost felt bad for him, but I also felt grateful for ordering me something that I'd normally eat at a cafe. Ren made sure everything is on the table before putting the tray aside, and it was then when I noticed what he'd ordered himself. On his plate sat a strawberry sweet roll alongside a cup of coffee that was an alarming shade of black. Oh, he likes coffee black. But the strawberry sweet roll, that's so cute. He seems to pick up on my inquisitive stare, if the innocent tilt of his head was anything to go by. Do you want my meal instead? We can swap if you want, I don't mind. This was supposed to be a date, right? Scientific I should run a segment. That's okay, but you could offer me a bite instead. Red almost seems to combust on the spot as his cheeks turn red and he almost chokes on his own spit. He looks down at his food before glancing back at me, only to look down once more to scoop a bite-sized piece of his food. Oh, stop, that's cute. I watch his Ren's cheeks turn a deep shade of red while he brings his fork closer to me, and not wanting to be seen as a coward, I lean in to take a bite. His eyes widen almost immediately and he seems hyper-focused on the way my mouth wraps around the fork before I lick my lips and let out a pleased hum. To, manyakis, manyakol. It's yummy. Try some. The pink-haired man seems to have an awkwardly long staring contest with his own fork before scooping up yet another small piece and taking a bite. Ren's cheeks are still scarlet red and he seems almost fidgety with how his legs keep bouncing under the table, so I decide to take pity on him and not tease him for it. With a knowing smile, I start digging into my own meal with a pleased hum. Damn, bruh. Eventually, we ended up finishing our meals and decided to do a bit of window shopping to pass the time. I had nothing else to do today and Ren seemed insistent on spending the rest of his time with me, so I agreed. We passed by a few clothing stores, ice cream stands, surfboard rentals, and many other interesting buildings, though nothing really caught my interest. Bruh. But just as I thought I'd lost all hope, one store in particular catches my eye. In one of the display windows, I spot this cute little rabbit plushie in the style of Haruko's likeness. I mean, it even came with this limited edition sorcerer outfit and everything. Aww, that's so cute. This me. I couldn't believe they were selling these things here, of all places, and at such a cheap price too. Ren seems to take notice of what I was not so subtly gawking at, but before we excuse me, sorry, enter the store, the cashier walks in front of the display, stands and blocks our view. She drops a box of miscellaneous items at her feet and begins stalking the shelf next to the plushies before she finally notices us standing by the window. I don't miss the way her eyes widen at Ren, obviously taking an immediate liking to him, and almost shamelessly pushes a strand of hair behind her ears before giving him a small wave. Sneaking a glance at the taller man beside me, I noticed how Ren wasn't even paying any attention to her. Instead keeping himself busy by scratching at his jaw and kicking at the stray cobblestone rocks by his feet. But the cashier seemed adamant about getting Ren's attention, considering how she felt the need to abandon her spot by the shelves and make her way towards us.
Hi there, welcome to Seaside Trinkets. My name is Olivia. Can I help you with anything?
Oh no, we're just looking around, but thanks for...
We recently got some new beachwear merch. If you're interested, check them out.
Was she seriously ignoring me?
Oh, you kind of look like someone I know. Have we met before? Maybe we went to the same school.
Me? I don't think so.
Really? I don't remember a face like yours.
Wow. Straight up flirting, dog.
Oh, actually, now I've got a good look at you.
I watch as she shamelessly takes in Ren's appearance before crossing her arms over her chest and leaning back.
You also remind me of one of those characters from a cartoon that's been gaining a ton of traction here. Apparently, one of the locations from that show is based in Coral Bay's main beach.
Are you talking about Attack on Giant?
Is that the name of it? Then yeah. I don't really know much about those cartoons, but our company recently started selling some stuff for it to entice the tourists. Do you want to come inside and take a look?
Oh.
Actually, do you want my number as well? Here!
You had this prepared?
Yeah, of course! You always need to be ready in case any cuties walk into the store.
Jesus. Girl, stand up! I wouldn't want to sound like a hypocrite or anything. Ren looks at me with a shy, knowing look before he hesitantly reaches out to take the piece of paper. A hypocrite? Alright, Ren did leave his number on the pink sticky note yesterday. Almost forgotten about that. But did he really have it preferred beforehand? Admittedly, the thought was kind of endearing, though before I have the chance to dwell on it any further, Ren cuts me off by subtly handing me Olivia's number. Wait, what? He didn't want to pocket her number? Glancing up at the pink-haired man, I pressed him for more answers. Huh? My confusion must have been blatantly obvious since Ren was quick to explain his intentions. With a mischievous grin, he leans closer to whisper into my ear. Maybe we could prank call her later? It'll teach her not to give her number out to strangers. Help! But isn't that what you did with me, Ren? I matched his teasing smile with my own. Touche, but I won't receive any prank calls from you though. Don't jinx it. Just as Ren lets out a puff of laughter at my joke, Olivia cuts him off.
Hello? I'm still here.
Oh, right, sorry.
Anyway, now that you got my number and I've got your attention again, I think it's only fair I show you around the store. I will do this just for anybody, you know?
Ren doesn't seem to answer her initial question, nor does he seem to outright respond to her, instead cast an inquisitive glance in my direction. It was like he was asking me for my opinion, and I can only assume it was because he knew about my interest in anime. Stop. It was thoughtful of him to do that, but I kind of wanted to tell that rude walker off instead. Wait. Did I really want him to do that? What was wrong with me? I'm sure that the cashier just took an interest in him. There was nothing wrong with that. It's not like we were a couple anyway. But we were supposed to be on a date right now, and Red did declare himself as my boyfriend earlier. But I just assume he said that in order to get Tia off my back. Does that mean... was he feeling the same way as me? Was jealousy on his mind when we talked with Leon and Tio earlier? I wasn't sure how I felt about this new discovery. Cool. Huh? Do you want to go look at the items? We've still got a bit of time to kill.
Hey, why don't I show you the most recent stock? We haven't shown this one to the general public yet, but I'm sure you'll love it.
Without warning, Olivia, was that her name? Reaches out for Ren's arm and practically drags him inside the store. Oh, poor Ren. He lets out a surprise sound before leaning back and trying to grab hold of my own arm as well, but I was just out of his reach. There was nothing else I could do but watch as Ren helplessly gets pulled into the store.
It's back here in the stock room, so usually we don't allow customers downstairs, but you're a real hottie, so I'll let you take a sneak peek.
No, actually, I'm good.
Don't worry, you won't get caught. I'm sure your girlfriend won't mind if I borrow you for a bit. Oh.
Why is she That's so weird.
I'll even throw in some of those cartoon stickers for you. Surely they'll make it worth your time.
The wink she sends him felt a little excessive, and I honestly wish Ren would turn around so I could gauge his reaction. But instead, he leans in closer to her face and whispers in a hushed tone that I could barely hear from my spot outside the store. If she wasn't right now, I would have down the stair, but without a... What? And honestly, there's nothing more I'd rather do. From their current position, it looked as though they were having a really intimate conversation, and I felt a sudden urge to look away. Oh. Why was I getting so bothered over this? I know we aren't exactly together, but Ren shouldn't be off flirting with other people while on a date with someone else. No, I would have been pissed off. Loki. Like, why would you do that in front of me? Besides, this was exactly the type of thing Tio would do to me when we were dating. He'd go around shamelessly flirting with other people, sometimes while I was in the very same room. And what made it worse was that he simply laughed it off by saying that he was just messing around and that I shouldn't be getting so worked up. Oh. Sounds familiar. Anyway. I honestly couldn't believe that Ren was doing the same thing to me right now. Still, there was this nagging voice at the back of my head that kept telling me not to give up on him so easily. Ren was the one who confidently stood his ground when Tio got a bit suggestive, so maybe I should do the same. Would he even mind? Before I could stop myself, my feet started to move on autopilot as I marched towards the two of them and reached for Ren's sleeve. I gave it a hesitant tug, and I swear I could almost feel the relief wash over his body because of it. Ren's entire demeanor seems to change in that moment, and he turns to me with a relieved smile on his soft features. I don't really have any interest in the store. Can we go somewhere else? Yeah, of course. Wait, hold on. Ren carelessly shoves Olivia's outstretched hand aside and gently places an arm over my shoulder instead. And just like that, he's already guiding me out of the store and back onto the busy street. I can hear Olivia sputter out confused sounds as she watches the two of us leave, and I suddenly felt guilty for causing a rift between them. Poor Olivia, dude. No matter how many times I tried to brush it aside, I still couldn't get my mind off of what had just occurred earlier. What if Ren was interested in her? Oh my god, she's so me! She's so me! Realness. Bruh. Like, I'd be overthinking my ass off, to be fair. Like, to be honest. Ooh. Anyway. Granted, he probably shouldn't have blatantly flirted with her while on a date with me, but he wasn't exactly the most confident guy. Would he still be able to talk to her again if things didn't work out between us? No, I shouldn't be thinking like that. Peering up to gauge his expression, I noticed how he didn't really look at all that upset about leaving her. If anything, he seemed rather content to be walking down the street with his fingers entwined with mine once more. Aww. I can feel him give my hand a protective squeeze as he looks down at me with his soft blue eyes, and all of my worries somehow melt away. Maybe I did make the right choice after all. It might have been selfish, but it was worth having Ren look at me with such a gentle expression. Eventually, the sun starts to set behind the ocean as Ren and I continue to walk along the beach walk. Most of the conversation was geared towards me and my interests again, but every time I tried to learn more about Ren, he only seemed to divert the conversation back to me once more. But the more I focus on this odd behavior, the more I began to pick up on his social habits as well. I learned that Ren would subtly pick at the sleeves of his cardigan whenever he got nervous, or how he scratches his jaw whenever the conversation strayed down a path he didn't feel comfortable with. His little quirks told me more about himself than the dead-end conversations that only led back to me, and I was content with knowing more about him than I did yesterday. Ren no longer felt like a stranger I had met at the library, but rather someone I could consider a friend. Slay! Except friends aren't supposed to get jealous whenever they see them flirt with someone else. Stop! That's so me! Sorry, boss. Sorry. Celosa. Jeez, what was wrong with me? It had barely been 2 days, and I was already contemplating whether or not I truly saw Ren in a romantic light. No, for real. Was I going too fast? All of these thoughts were starting to get a bit overwhelming and... Angel? Hello? Huh? You're spacing out on me again. There's that look again. He keeps peering down at me with so much adoration in his eyes, and if I didn't know any better, I would think that he was already halfway in love with me. But that was a very conceited thought and probably wasn't even true. Sorry, I was just thinking about things. Are you going to share those things with the rest of the class? He says with a playful smile and a gentle nudge into my side, and I couldn't help but laugh. When did we become so comfortable with each other? And when did he lose his stutter? It's nothing really. Maybe a bit embarrassing, but... Well, I was wondering... How do you feel about... My sentence gets cut short when a drop of rain lands on my cheek. Instinctively, I look up and find myself wondering how I didn't notice those dark clouds in the sky sooner. All of a sudden, more droplets fall down until it's all about pouring rain and forcing everyone in the area to find cover. Over here, Ren doesn't seem to pay much attention when he grabs me by the hand and pulls me underneath one of the awnings of a nearby building. He shields me from the rain with his body, and I couldn't help but feel tiny with the way his arms cage me in as he rests them against the wall. Yes! Yes! Stop. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is this? Hello? Kinabidon niya ba ako? Hello? We look at each other in silence for a brief moment before erupting in laughter. Perhaps it was because of the adrenaline from all the panic running or the fact that Ren's hair was starting to lose its fluffiness, but I couldn't hold back from letting out a fit of giggles. This only seemed to spur Ren on as well until we're both wheezing out our lungs and gulping down air. I can't remember the last time I ran that fast. Me too. The looming sound of thunder echoes from afar and drowns out our laughter until we're both silent once more. Once we both calm down, Ren moves me further away from the rain before casting a glance behind him pala. Wait here, I'll buy us an umbrella so we can get out of this rain. But you'll get soaked. Haha, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I rolled my eyes at his corny joke and sent him off with an amused smile. He doesn't look back before he makes a mad dash out into the rain and down the street towards the closest convenience store. Though the rain only seems to get heavier, and the moment he leaves, and I find myself pressing even further against the wall behind me to avoid the recoil of the rain bouncing off the pavement. There wasn't much for me to do while I waited for Ren to return, aside from watching people scramble around for shelter. And just like that, the carefree sounds of laughter echoing from down the street capture my attention as I watch Leon, Tio, and Jay all run to cover like their life depended on it. Well, seems as though their beach outing got cut short as well. Glancing back once more, I barely make out the figure of Leon using his bag as a makeshift umbrella as he ducks under one of the awnings of an ice cream stand. All while Tio and Jay trail behind at a leisurely pace, kicking and splashing water at each other in the rain. I had to look away the moment Tio started to remove his shirt. I had an inkling that it was so he could show off. Knowing Jae-yoon, he'd follow along with this without a care in the world because that's what he always does when it came to his friends. A part of me felt like calling out to the group to see if I could wait out the storm alongside them, but they all seemed to be enjoying themselves and I didn't want to get in between that. Plus, I did promise Ren that I'd wait for him here. Even if he was taking a sweet time. Was he ever going to return? There was still no sign of him or his comfy-looking cardigan. I was beginning to wonder if he really did ditch me. After all, it must have been more than 15 minutes by now. What if he got caught up with something? Or what if he went back to see that cashier lady again? Oh my god. Celosa! Celosa! Soul me, bruh. Her store did happen to be on the same street. But after spending the afternoon with Ren and getting to know him, I concluded that he wasn't the type of person to do such a thing. But if he was, then it would only add insult to injury, considering how Tio had done the same to me multiple times in the past. Although if I was being honest with myself, it did seem as though they had chemistry. What the fuck are you on, girl? What do you mean chemistry? She was literally pushing herself on the guy. What? Especially with how she looked at him and touched his arm as though it was the most natural thing in the world. Oh, babes. She apparently knew him as well, or at least he looked recognizable enough. Why did that thought make my blood boil? Celosa! Celosa. So real, so me. Sim nida. Sim. Thankfully, the rain was there to cool me off, as well as to soak the ends of my outfit and make everything feel damp and uncomfortable. Bruh. Was Ren really coming back? Shouldn't take this long to buy an umbrella. Me personally, I'm the type of person to wait, so I will be waiting for that person. Maybe something did come back. I'm sure he'll come back. And as if on cue, I spot a familiar patch of pink hair from within the misty rain, frantically sprinting with an umbrella in one hand and a bag under the other. Angel? Cole? Ah! He almost slammed me into me before stopping just in time, and I could tell by the way he was wheezing that he ran all the way back here without stopping. Sorry, I thought I almost lost you there for a second. It's so hard to see in this weather. Jeez, Ren, what took you so long? I always wanted to cuss him out for taking well other 20 minutes just to buy a single umbrella, but the genuinely apologetic look on his features made me hold my tongue. Sorry, I ran to your friends from earlier, which took forever for me to shake them off. And then the convenience store ended up closing early due to the sudden weather change, so then I had to go to that awful souvenir shop with that obnoxious and clingy cashier again, and he was talking a mile a minute and I was worried he'd end up biting his tongue. Gently, I raised a hand to signal him to calm down, and his intense monologue soon comes to a halt. I'm really sorry about making you wait so long, but ta-da! I did manage to get an umbrella, among other things as well. We can start heading back home now if you want, unless you want to go somewhere specific. Ooh. I think where do you want to go? Well, my place isn't far. We could wait out the storm there if you'd like. I even have a heater and dryer we could use. The image of me sitting in front of a warm, cozy heater was too hard to resist, and I ended up agreeing with Ren's suggestion. Okay, let's go to your place. Despite the heavy downpour of rain, we managed to make it to Ren's apartment complex in one piece. I guess he really wasn't lying when he said his apartment wasn't far from mine. But judging from the pristine interior and fully functioning elevators, this building seemed to be in far better shape compared to my apartment. The elevator ride could have been a little less awkward though, if it weren't for the slow ascent and tacky music. Or for the fact that Ren deemed it appropriate to shake his hair like a wet dog and get water droplets everywhere stopped. Once the elevator door slid open, I was immediately met with a grandiose corridor and large spacious doors, and I found myself wondering how much it costs to live in a place like this. Don't look too hard at how messy my place is, okay? I wasn't expecting to have someone over today, so I didn't bother cleaning up. Haha, I'm not sure it's not as bad as my place, or the entire apartment I live in for that matter. Oh, that bad, huh? Maybe you could live with me instead. Oh? Sorry, did you say something? No, I mean, well, I was just thinking, it's a bit strange, but no one lives on this floor aside from me. I'm not really sure why, but I'm not gonna complain. I can make as much noise as I want. No one would notice. Why is he looking at me like that? What is this supposed to mean? Okay. Ren shoots me a mischievous grin and I find myself wondering what he meant by that. Ooh, ask him about his body count and he gives you like a literal like murderous body count stuff. Like loud music and stuff? Movies? Yeah. Something like that. Oh, he's suggesting something else. You definitely know he's suggesting something else. He unlocks the door with some electronic card attached to his keychain, and the moment the door swings open, I let out an audible gasp. I shit. Ren doesn't seem fazed in the slightest as he flicks on the lights and walks into his own home, but I could only stand at the entrance to his foyer in shock. Yes, foyer. He had a whole dang foyer in his apartment. Was this even an apartment? Surely a penthouse would have made more sense. Holy crap, Ren. Is there something wrong? What is it? I know the decor is kind of tacky, but it came with the apartment, and I haven't found the time to do anything about it yet. I'm sorry, but are you the long-lost heir of a billionaire or something? This place is huge! And hello? Is that marble? No, I get paid a lot for my job. Enough to afford rent, at least. You know, I don't think I've asked you this yet, but what exactly is your job? My job is, well, I guess you could say I'm a programmer? I don't know. I just take on a few jobs every so often. Nothing super fancy or anything. A programmer. Nothing super fancy. Ren, you have marble flooring. Leaving the newly discovered programmer at the entrance, I curiously venture further into his apartment. Marble's a pain in the rear and to clean too. Oh, Angel, do you want some slippers? The floors can get cold and your shoes are probably soaked, right? Turning around, I notice Ren opening a small closet and pulling out a pair of dark house slippers. He looks at me with a curious expression but makes no effort to hand them over. Only if you want them. I'll take them, but only because they look like they're Ducci. Ducci ang puta! Ducci! Ren lets out a puff of laughter through his nose at my joke but doesn't seem to deny it. Were these slippers really from a luxury brand? As I put them on, I noticed how they were in my exact size, and it made me wonder if he had bought a bunch of expensive house slippers in varying sizes. Babes, he only got it for your size, what do you mean? But as funny as their imagery was, how did Ren actually accurately guess my shoe size without seeing my feet? Here, why don't I show you to the bathroom? I'll find you something to wear in the meantime while your clothes are in the dryer. Or would you prefer a towel instead? I guess that'd make more sense. Sorry, I don't usually invite people over. Seeing his timid side resurface once more gave me the sudden urge to tease him. Just a towel? Just a towel? Nothing else? Yeah, to keep you warm instead of taking a shower, unless you'd prefer a blanket, because I'm pretty sure I have an electric... Oh. It was as if all the gears inside his head were finally clicking together. No, I didn't mean... I meant a towel that you can wear over your clothes, not just you in a towel, unless you'd want to, but that's... Why would you... I'm going to shut up now, sorry. Yeah! Get him flustered, get him flustered. We love to see it. We love to see it. That wasn't what I meant at all. But his reaction was priceless nonetheless. That was what I meant, actually. Me personally. Anyway, I'll show you to the bathroom. You can use whatever you want in there. Nothing is off limits. First, it was offering to spend a night at my place, and it was asserting himself as my boyfriend in front of my friends. He really doesn't care about personal boundaries, huh? I was beginning to think that Ren didn't really seem to mind when it came to me invading his personal bubble as well. Though he still seemed pretty standoffish around Tio and Leon, and it took him a while to warm up to Eleanor back at the library. But it chalked it all up to him being his usual shy and eccentric self. Speaking of being shy, I still noticed how Ren didn't seem to be switching up his personality as much anymore, and I was beginning to think that he was showing me his real side. Up until now, everything felt real and genuine, and I found that we could bounce back witty retorts between each other more easily. Though every now and again he might slip up and stutter, but I just assumed it was because my teasing made him flustered. So maybe the timid side of him was genuine after all? But I'll leave some clothes for you outside and put the plushie I bought for you in your room. Huh? Oh, yeah, thanks. Great, I was zoning out again and completely missed half of what he was saying. Me for real. Something about clothes and a plushie bought. Was he talking about the Haruko plushie I was eyeing up earlier? I mean, he was carrying a gift back from a souvenir shop earlier. Did he really buy me that toy? Ren, however, doesn't seem to pick up on my confusion though, and invitingly opens the bathroom door for me with a soft smile. And so, without trying to make things awkward, I quickly slip inside and lean against the door for support. Which was fortunate for me because one sweep of the bathroom had me stumbling back in surprise. Whoa. Even his restroom looked expensive. I was afraid of touching anything, fearing I'd accidentally break it and end up paying for it. Glancing around again, I noticed how his countertop seemed to be devoid of any dental care, hairbrushes, and skincare products. Though a few bottles of concealer and an open box of hair dye sat in the corner near the sink. Well, I guess that answers my burning question on whether or not he naturally had pink hair. But now it made me wonder, if Ren does dye his hair, then what was his natural hair color? There were still so many things I didn't know about that soft-looking guy, and I was beginning to question whether coming here was a good idea or not. With a sigh, I decided to not waste my time anymore thinking about irrelevant things and instead turned my attention back to the shower. Quickly stripping out of my clothes, I jump into the necessary large glass booth and turn the water on. And I couldn't help notice one brand in particular just so happened to be the exact same as mine. Did we use the same body wash? It didn't really smell like me, but maybe that was because I wasn't paying much attention. I mean, who randomly smells people out of the blue anyway? Shaking my head, such a silly notion, I begin to scrub away the lingering smell of rain from my body and quickly finish washing up. Bundled up in a warm towel, I crack open the large door and poke my head out into the hallway. True to his word, Ren left a small pile of clothing outside the bathroom, neatly stacked and propped against the side of the wall. Bringing the contents back inside, I noticed that one piece of clothing in particular was a rather comfy-looking hoodie. But the design on the front, however, was rather morbid-looking and didn't really suit Ren's vibes. Maybe from a horror film or something? Shrugging my shoulders, I put the hoodie on and instantly get enveloped by the sheer amount of fabric. I mean, it made sense considering Ren's large and lanky frame, but this was just absurd. I had to stifle a laugh from the amusing sight in the fogged-up mirror, but I had to admit the soft fabric felt nice and warm against my skin. Even the scent that came from it felt oddly comforting somehow. Turning back to the remaining clothes in the pile, I gently pick up the next item and try to put it on. The gray sweatpants didn't seem to fit the length of my legs despite the number of tries I tried to roll up the elastic, but luckily, Ren was thoughtful enough to give me other alternatives. The dark pair of shorts seemed like the better option, especially since it came with a drawstring and deep pockets. Oh, slay. Once I was fully dressed, I step out of the bathroom and aimlessly walk around until I hear the faint sounds of a TV playing. Feeling curious, I follow the source of the sound down the hallway. Wait, let me check. Okay. Everyone is alive. Okay. We're good, right? I continue to follow the noise until it suddenly cuts out and changes into a glaring monotone sound indicating that the television must have lost all signal. Soon enough, I found myself in Ren's spacious lounge room. Aside from the TV, the rest of the lights were off, but I could still make out most of the dark shapes within the room with ease. It was just as ostentatious as the rest of his house, though I couldn't help but feel like it lacked any form of life. It just didn't seem like someone actually lived here. The furniture was gaudy yet tasteless. There was hardly any personal decoration or colors, and there was nothing really that screamed Ren to me. There were no personal touches, photos, items, hobbies, nothing. Just tacky furniture and the bland smell of something sterile. If I was being honest, it gave off the same vibe as a dentist clinic or a hospital. Maybe he recently moved in? Who moved in? I see that tattoo! Did he remove his tattoo or something? Like he has tattoos, right? What the frick? Surprised by the sudden voice, I spin on my heel only to find Ren coming out from one of the hallways with a new set of comfy clothing. Yes, the black clothes, bruh. He seemed much more at ease like this, especially with a gentle expression on his face. I watch as he takes a respectful glance at my attire before sheepishly averting his attention to the ends of his sleeves. Sorry, that's the only pair of clothing I could find that might fit you. It looks really good on you though. Oh, thanks. You can even keep him if you want. The sound of thunder rumbling in the distance cuts off Ren's mumbling, and I involuntarily step closer to him. Without missing a beat, he reaches out and rests a protective hand on my shoulder to steady me. Ren idly glances out the window before turning his undivided attention back to me once more, only this time with a determined look. Undivided attention, wow. It's really pouring, huh? I could only nod my head at his words, suddenly feeling sheepish all of a sudden. I really should have checked the weather forecast before I went out today. Real, mabagyo rin dito! But to be fair, it didn't look as though it'd start spontaneously raining when I left my apartment this morning. And I guess I was enjoying my time with Ren to the point where I didn't even realize the weather was turning sour. Angel? Sorry, what did you say? I just asked if you wanted to stay the night here. You know, seeing how hard it's raining out there and your clothes haven't finished drying yet. Why is he looking at me like that? It'd be no trouble. I really wouldn't mind at all. But only if you wanna, of course. Staying at this place for the night? Well, this certainly isn't how I expected to end my day. But would it really be that bad? It definitely beats waiting out the storm and walking home with a bunch of puddles everywhere. I'm saving that. What the fuck? Hoy, ano naman to rin? Ha? What's this? Ha? What's this? Fucking... Okay. You know what? Fafo. As Gabby Castillo said, Fafo. So I'm gonna pick this one. Oh. Wait, what? What's that? Did I really want to stay the night at Ren's place? I guess I did. I couldn't really remember otherwise. I guess I could stay if that's really okay with you. Yeah, of course, it's totally fine. Wow, he really was an energetic, eccentric man, wasn't he? Let me know if you need any more pillows or blankets. Or if the room gets too cold. I haven't worked out how to use a fancy heater system yet, but I can definitely try. Also, you already know where the bathroom is, but if you... Okay, I think I got it, Ren. I shoot him a reassuring smile as I turn to face him at the door. I should have gotten used to his attentive and observant behavior by now, but it still feels like a foreign side of him that I hadn't fully uncovered. Still, at least he wasn't stuttering as much anymore. I know, sorry. I just want you to be as comfortable as possible, so just treat this house like it's your own. Alright, gotcha. He looks like he doesn't want to leave, and instead lingers in front of the door a little while longer. Are you sure there isn't anything else you need? Anything at all? Yee. I think for a first date this is too much. But if this was like after a first date, I would want a good night kiss. Give me a good night kiss. Almost sheepishly, I dared to look up and gauge Ren's reaction to my words. He seems to be taking it as best as he can, judging from how bright red his cheeks and neck get, and the fact that he can't seem to look me in my eyes. Ren, don't get all shy on me now. Before I could finish my sentence, Ren was already leaning down and pressing his soft lips against my own. I barely noticed the way his hands gently hold my shoulder to keep me steady as his head tilts to the side. The kiss was brief and chaste, but it still made the both of us flustered. Is that okay? Uh-huh. Okay, good. I'm glad. Oh, before I can even respond, he's already turning on his heels and speed walking towards his own room. Jesus. He couldn't handle a little kiss? Damn. I would have expected like full-on makeout or something. Shaking my head at this odd behavior, I close the door behind me and slowly make my way towards the bed. I noticed that the Haruko plushie Ren had bought earlier was sitting atop the sheets, and I gently bring it closer to my chest to give it a soft squeeze. So he really did buy this for me after all. The faintest hit of cherry and mint emits from the toy and makes my mind drift to thoughts of that strange pink-haired man once more. He was still odd as usual, but some parts of him were starting to feel rather endearing. I noticed how he was no longer stuttering as much as or acting as shy, and it made me wonder if we were getting closer. Now that I really thought about it, how would I feel about Ren? Let me save that. I need to save that. Let's go back. I think I kind of like him. I think at this point, I kind of like him, yeah. Okay, so I guess he was kind of cute and endearing in his own way. Ren was very considerate and attentive towards me today, which I really liked, and he even bought me a plushie without being asked. Oh. That instantly raises him from a 4 out of 10 to a solid 7 out of 10. Period! A man who doesn't even makes you ask, like he just does it. Mic drop, bro. We need more of that. We need more of that. Ren certainly had boyfriend potential, but things were still too awkward between us for it to lean in that direction. But still, it was nice to think about. He was certainly nice to think about. Rolling onto my side, I hugged the plushie closer so I can be surrounded by his comforting scent and slowly drift off to sleep. Log to na, boss. Yes. Oh yeah. Anyway. Okay. I think that's the end for the stream right now. It's like a lot. It's been 2 hours and I have a big thing tomorrow that I need to sleep for. So thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Thanks for some people who watched the stream. It was nice. And it was a slay. It was a slay. So yeah. Good night everybody. That was 14 days with 14 days with you. And I will continue this after. Yes, I will continue this after. Alright, good night, boss Lottie Cakes. Goodbye.